dump trailer here. I'm gonna give all the specs on it. I'm gonna give what I paid for it, the whole 9 yards. I've had it, got it earlier this month. I have done pulled the dog out of it. I have done hauled quite a few loads in it too, and I'm gonna go over several things. I've got the spec sheets right here in my hand for everything on it that I got on it, and I'm just gonna go down through the whole thing, explain a lot of different things about it and why I did what I did. And there it is, the base trailer. The dump bed on it is 16 feet long and it's 82 inches wide, and it's got the telescoping front cylinder on it. I did not want a scissor lift type style dump trailer. I've been around them a good bit, and I've seen a lot of them to where when you got them loaded, they won't dump, because the way the scissor lift works is it pushes back first and then starts lifting. And I have a friend that has a machine shop where I get all my metal from and everything, and he said they fix a lot of them where they're tore up back there on the back, from pushing back. And I've seen several guys have to take like a 2x4 or something, because if you can just get it to go up that far, to get it already up that far, you can have the leverage to get over. With this thing right here, it doesn't matter how load heavy you've got the front of it done, it'll still pick up and lift and dump, no problem whatsoever. So it has two 10,000-pound torsion axles up under it. Those are 16 ply tires, and they're 125 psi. And then those are the steel rims on it are super thick, and that's what allows you to carry the weight that you can carry in it. I've been asked, can you put the mini excavator in there? Yes, the mini excavator will. My 57 will fit in there. Will I haul it in there? No, I'm not going to be hauling the mini excavator inside the dump trailer. If I wanted to haul, say, a mini skid or something like that, or a skid steer, track loader or something, I would run it up in there. But I'm not going to be putting the mini excavator up in there to do that. And as you can see, I've got it all. The trailer's completely lettered up now. It's all fixed up. And kind of a funny side story on the trailer being all fixed up. So I got it lettered last Thursday, and then I took it back Monday to get the last 2 stickers put on, the YouTube and the Instagram sticker put on there. Left the letter in place, drove across town, stopped in the parking lot, at the back of the parking lot, pulled up beside a guy, and I got out and paid no attention. As I'm walking in the store, he runs me down and he says, "Hey, look, I see you do tree work on your trailer you got." He said, "I've got some trees out here in New Hope. Need you to cut and look at and price them for me." And I said, "Okay." Gave him my number. He got home, and I told him, "So when you get home, text me." He texted me. I went over there, looked at them, priced them, bam, went back the very next day and did the tree work. It cost me like I think I paid, it was like $540 something for all the lettering on it right there, and the tree job was like $1,700 or something. So I more than paid for the lettering off that one job while I was in town, right after I picked it up. So the axles on it are oil bath axles. They're self-adjusting torsion brakes on it. It's 12-inch engineered beams on it. Let's see, the body thickness on it, the bed, I moved up to 3/16. They call it 7 gauge. It's the entire bed on it is 3/16 thick. So all of this stuff here all the way around going down is so I won't be having any trouble with the bed. See, this is one solid piece. It comes up and it breaks right there, comes over, breaks right here with a radius, comes all the way down, breaks right there with a radius. That's not a seam, and it runs all the way over to here. Same thing with the other side, and then they've got a centerpiece that overlaps there and there. So this section from here and here is actually double thickness, to 3/16 thick pieces on top of one another. It does have 6.5 foot ramps that slide up in those little doors right there. Those doors open, you slide them out, and then you can catch the ramps. Right here, the doors open barn door style like this, or you can tailgate with it. You can unlatch it down here, right down there. You can unlatch it, set your chains, and it opens like this. Or it will let down like a tailgate if you want it to. You can take these pins out on top and let them down. It is what you can do with it. 7-gauge steel. That was almost a $1,200 option to go with that. So the sides, I went with 32-inch sides on this trailer. The reason I went with 32s is where I can see in it. And I talked to a bunch of different people. I've got a real good friend who lives here who's got multiple dump trailers, and he said, look, he said, don't put 4s on it or anything like that, because he said you're gonna load a big stump in there. And he said that big stump rolls, and he said it hits the top of a 4-foot side. He said you just tweak the whole back end of the trailer, and he said you'll have a heck of a time getting the doors to shut on it. He said, ask me how I know, which I'm glad that I didn't. I'm glad I went with the 32s. You see, I got the wood on it for right now, and I'm gonna get into that, talk about the metal that I've got ordered for and everything. But you can't see over in the trailer. Those are 2x10s right there with the 32-inch sides with the 2x10s on it. You can't see over in the trailer. So if you're coming over in the trailer, say you've got a skid loader or something like that, and you've got 4-foot sides on it, once you get up to it, you're just going to have to let it go and let it drop and land in it right there. I can still reach over in it with the mini excavator, even with those sides, and set stuff in there, but I can't see where I'm setting it in the trailer. 32s are perfect for that. And that's why I went with the 32s like I did, to be able to see. I do have metal ordered. All I got finalized yesterday. Metal is extremely high, y'all, right now. Wood is dropping. I bought these 6 2x10s right there. It's about 100. Those are treated. It's about $160 for those right there. So I got it where I can just snatch them on and off. But the metal, everything got ordered on it yesterday, and it's all the metal. The sheets of it are going to be broke, and we'll have them broke and everything on the sides where they match up, and it'll strengthen them and all. And they'll sit in the stake. The metal lid will sit in the stake pockets. This works very well. Chipping into it, having the roof where I can take it on and off of it will work even better. So it won't be quite 4 more feet of height there on it with the metal. So I've got options here is what I've got, and it works very well. It's got the stabilizer legs on the back right there. You can see them where they drop down, so if you're loading something, dragging up in there where it don't try to squat the back end of it. The cylinder on the front is a 3-stage telescoping cylinder. It takes 1.5 minutes to run the cylinder all the way up to a full dump, and I'll run it all the way up here in just a minute where you can see how it as I said, the 3-way gate. That's standard. The special color, the orange that I got, it was $455 extra. I changed the cross members on the trailer. They were on 16-inch centers, and I'll show you they are on 12-inch centers now is what they're on. So I had them moved, and that was $144 extra. I did not want a deck over the neck. There's already enough weight up there on the neck, and I'm not going to be putting anything up there anyhow, so I didn't do that. It's got the standard Bulldog coupler on it. The jacks on it are Stillwell hydraulic jacks. They are fast as freaking lightning. Unbelievable how quick those things are. They're dual 12,000-pound jacks. It's powered up on the lift, obviously, and then it's gravity down, so the motor's not running when you let the bed down on it. But this whole thing is a storage box right here. I had this thing open when it was raining a while ago, and it got some rain in it. But you can see it's and And then also you've got storage right here too. This is a whole box right there also where you can put stuff up there too. You cannot get a wireless key fob on this style right here. So the way it works is this is your jacks up and down right here. I mean, it's fast. And then these two buttons right here work your dump. It's what they work. So I'll run it up right here. We'll go up with it. Where you can see the tarp on it. You see the tarp, it's right there. It goes all the way back there to the back, and it catches in those loops right there above where the tailgate pivots at. Is where it connects up, and then you can winch it right there. Let me get this cord here. Run her on up. So you can see the bottom of it coming into view. You can see all the cross members that are in it. See, it just went to stage 2 and picked up a little bit of speed because it's not taking as much oil to run it now. Just a second it'll go to stage 3. Let me catch these doors back here. I got the doors chained now. And those are I-beam cross members there too, up under it. Till you get back there where the ramps are, then they're tube cross members. You heard the 3rd stage. It's only gonna lift way up. It's all the way. Okay. So you can see the frame on here, the way it looks. Like I said, see all the front ones are all I-beams on it. I'm probably gonna take those ramps out right there and just store them, because you can hear them when they're rattling around, like when you're driving and everything like that. So I'll probably take them out. Everything on it, all the pivot points on it are all greasable. Everything on the door is all greasable. You can see the massive size of those axles up under it right there. It actually has a trickle charger on it, battery charger on it, where you can plug in your extension cord right there. And there's the trickle charger sitting there. And I got it with a solar charger up here on the neck. So it has that, and it also charges through your pigtail on your truck, your 7-way. It charges on that too. So this step right here, that's an option. I got the 36-inch tread plated step on each side. That step was $55 add-on. The fenders, I got 3/16 diamond plated fenders put on it. That was an option. That was $270 extra. It's all LED lights on it. That's standard. I got the bolt-on floodlights, which are these right here. They're on both sides of it. Those with them wired up, and let's see, there's a switch right there for them. That cuts them on. That was kind of pricey right there. $420 for those 2 lights is what that cost. Let's see. Stake pockets on it on the trailer were standard. We'll back up out here where y'all can see it with it up. That's what it looks like. It's got a 20-foot tarp on it, and that comes standard. So I got extra D-rings in it. It comes with, I think it's 4. Yeah, it comes with 4, and then I had them add 2 more to it. So it's got 6 in it. You can see them in the sides right there. Spare tire was $375 add on to that. The spare is actually very cool. It mounts up here in the neck and it folds down. You see it right there. you just pull that pin out right there, and the spare folds down. These are 215/75 17.5 inch tires, 16 ply. This same tire and rim is what's on my chipper too, so those tires and rims are all interchangeable. With this one, I've got a spare for my chipper too. So I've had 2 or 3 people ask me about putting a liner in it, and my buddy Steve that helps me some, he run dump trucks for a long time. He worked for a dirt company here, and I thought about it, and I almost pulled the trigger on getting a liner in it. And then me and Steve, we were hauling some stuff the other day in it, and I'm not going to do it. It's like he said, man, you hauling this wood and everything. He said, if you were hauling dirt all the time, it's sticking. He said, that's one thing. He said, what you're doing, he said, he said, it's not worth the hassle to fool with putting a liner in it. And I'm not. I'm going to leave it just like it is, 3/16 steel. If it rubs the paint off, I'll come back, reshoot it with paint again and everything, but I'm going to leave it just like it is, because primarily anything that's going to go in it is going to be wood. It's got a sealed wiring harness on it, electric drum brakes. That's one of the things that I wish it did have on it, but they don't have that available yet for these, for that axle right there. Is I wish it had disc brakes on it, but they don't have them yet. But you can see how high that thing lifts up right there. I like that. I mean, it stands it way on up there, no problems dumping, and you can do it like that without unhooking. It won't rear back. It does have a lot of tongue weight on it now, because the axles are set back there all the way at the back of it. So the weight of the dump trailer right there, the way it's sitting empty, weighs about 6,200 pounds. I had them figure that up for me, so I kind of know. And so it's not bad, even with the 7-gauge stuff on it. You know it when it's hooked to the 3500 right there. 5500 don't even know it's back there or anything. So what did it cost? This is probably fixing to freak some folks out right here when I tell this. So the price of it when it was spec'd out, it come to exactly $25,307, and this was before the metal really jumped to what it is now. This is back early spring, about the time that I ordered it. They had a huge jump in metal cost right after that. So this trailer right here now, I think, is a little over $30,000 now. But anyhow, so what I ended up paying for it, what did I pay for it? I paid $23,800 for that trailer is what I paid for the trailer. These trailers are not cheap at all, and they're costly and everything, but I'm very happy with it. I think there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's the best built dump trailer that you can possibly buy. And hopefully maybe this next year here, I'm hoping that the metal will kind of drop down, because I've got to have on the sheets for the lid on it, I've got to have 9 4x8 sheets is what I've got to have, and I'm going to use a 16 gauge on it to do it with. And those 4x8 16 gauge sheets are $138 a piece. That's without getting them broke or anything. So I'm gonna end up spending time I get the frame metal for it and all that, it's probably gonna be over $2 grand on just the raw metal for the lid and everything to go on it. But when it comes to chipping time and blowing chips in it, it's going to be so nice, because I won't have to worry about being lined up, perfectly with the trailer or anything. I can blow it in either the left side of it or right side of it or right down the middle of it or anything, and so I can be a little off. I aim to shoot right, because the thing about it when it's like that right there, you kind of got to line that chipper chute up right in the middle of it and shoot it right at the bottom front of that thing at the 90 right there, to where you can lift it up just a little bit and make it hit right there. But being able to haul stuff and dump stuff like the debris and the chips has been that's been very good in just the first, I guess, 2.5 weeks that I've had it. And so I got it one day. The very next day I had it, I did a $1,500 hauling job with it on the very next day that I had it. Chipper's Miss Piggy, got Oscar the dump trailer, and then we got Kermit the Kubota. I'm gonna have the Kubota the Mini lettered up on that. So it's been fun. This is what I need to be doing. Ask about logging. That question pretty well drives me nuts. I get about 7 or 8 private messages, mainly through Instagram, every week wanting to know, am I still logging? I turn right back around and I ask them this question. I say, are you not watching my videos? Hope y'all enjoyed that video here on the dump trailer. Tons of rain. I'm fixing to, we got yesterday, got about 3 inches yesterday afternoon. I've got all the strobes for that trailer. I've got all the strobes for this trailer here. And I'm about to pull that trailer in and start wiring it for the strobes on it. So hope y'all have a great weekend and do something fun and enjoyable this weekend. If you need any tree work, there's a number right there. Call it, answering service will pick up, fill in the blanks on it, man. That's all you got to do. And I'll get back with you, or somebody will. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.
Had enough heat for today, I'm telling you. All summer, but this is getting a little bit ridiculous.
I got my sign guru. She's up here complaining about the heat right now. I had to come up here and move the trailer for her to get it in the shade. It's only like 98 degrees here. The index is probably about 115 today. I don't know what the deal is. I like how you did the back. This is good. Oh yeah. We're gonna doctor her on up here. She got some more she's doing. It's a local sign place right here in Columbus, in East Columbus, called One of a Kind. She's fixing it up. The thing I do, I just let her do whatever she wants to do. I just tell her what I want it to say, and then let her take it from there. That's how you get the best results, when you let somebody be as creative as they want to be. There we go. Here's a cool fact, y'all. She likes guns too. And likes to shoot, do a lot of shooting. Used to come over to the house, her and her guy and her son come over there, and we'd shoot up some lead over there.
Need to do some more of that.
Yes. I like that. That's slick. I like that font on that up there on that tile. That's pretty sharp. I like that style like that right there. That's good stuff. I like that. Oh yeah. Very cool.